Why is everything turned the wrong way? Go landscape. 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 I'm not even going to be able to read the, oh. Crap. Is anybody there? I forgot. Couldn't go sideways. Or could I go sideways? I don't remember. Hey, guys. Let me know when you're here. Let me know when you're here. Hey, Susie Q. Hey, I had this thing sitting, and now, hey, Patty. I'm coming on here with y'all, sick as a dog. Although I'm better. I've come out here in the open air, which kind of opens up my head a little bit. I don't know what I've done to this. Okay, there it is. Got it off the stand, but I have COVID. Yay, isn't that great? Let me see if I can get a place where I can prop my arm up. It came off the stand. I got my gown on, but I did go put on a bra. COVID. Hey, Penny. Oh, yeah. There's several of us that have it. I thought we might have gotten it when we went to the state swim. There were so many people there. I said down there, if we don't get COVID, we won't get it. Western New York. Hey there, Kelly. So good to see you. I started Saturday night. John started being sick Thursday. Yeah. Oh, okay, Patty. You just had some psychic power there, didn't you? John got sick Thursday, and I kept telling him to go get tested. Go get tested. Oh, it's just a sinus. Just sinus. Just sinus. Just coughing. This is the third time he's done that. Thank you, Mindy. Third time he's done this to me, and I was with Mother Monday, so I'm just counting the days. Saturday. So I am just counting down, praying that I have not given it to her, because I had no clue. I know this is John's second time, and this is my second time. I had it in March of 2020 and just about died. Lord, it was horrible. And this is nothing like what I had in March of 2020. This is like a horrible sinus infection or a medium case of the flu. Coughing. And this is the first evening that I've not felt real hot. I've ran a fever the last 2 evenings. Y'all, I have waited 6 months on a dermatologist appointment just to get checked out. And I've got some places on my back that I won't take it off. It's tomorrow. I had to call, and I said, please don't tell me I've got to wait another 6 months. But she did schedule me for 2 more months. So, and of course, thank you, Susie. Thank you so much. What state are you from, Susie? I'm sitting out here. A lot of things in our house are messed up. This is just a horrible week to have COVID. There's never a good week to have COVID, but let me tell you what happened. I know more people will come on here and I'll have to tell it again. We were sitting here Saturday evening, and it was a thunderstorm from Australia. Wow. Okay, Susie, tell me, is it true what I hear about the government in Australia being so strict with COVID? Is it true that there is horrible governmental control over there regarding everything? Because I hear some podcasts, and I'm curious if it's as bad as what I hear it is. Mandatory vaccines and things like that. Is it like that in Australia? I have been curious if some of the things I've been hearing is accurate. There's 26 of y'all on here. This is a weird time of evening. My lights are out, so I had to get out here while it was still daylight. While Susie is answering that, um, we were sitting here Saturday evening. I had already started coughing. I was already back from Mother's for the second time because I went over and spent like 2 hours with her Saturday. And then Jessica had to move her daughter from an apartment to a mobile home. Y'all have a video telling you part of this, but I can't upload the video because I don't have any internet. And I don't have any internet because I haven't been able to get out. Um, but let's see. Hey there, Sharon. Thank you so much. Listen, I will accept y'all's prayers in a heartbeat. This is nothing compared to when I had it in March of 2020. Nothing compared to that. But I have been pretty bad sick. Um, feel your pain. I had it the first time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm. Okay, Susie, that's fine. Oh, thank you. Isn't that a good color? At first, when I got it put on, I just thought it was too bright, but it's been the greatest summer color. It's the dip nails. I don't know the name of it. Okay, so we're sitting here Saturday evening. It had started raining. We got one of those bolts of lightnings that kills people because it came out of nowhere. And we thought we took a direct hit to the house. That's how loud. It crackled and lit up through our whole house. I mean, and John was sitting in the end of the house, um, right by the big window. And he said it was like a fireball. He thought it had hit the tree right behind our house. We cannot find where it hit. He thinks that it just exploded in air. You want to know what all it got? My internet. I can't watch my TiVo. I can't watch YouTube. I can on my iPad, but I can't watch any on TV like Netflix or anything else. Hey, from Wetumpka. Yes, good. Oh, you had it the 1st to the 23rd. Ooh, I'm really hoping that I'm going to pull out of this quicker, but pretty sick. Told John a while ago. See, I can breathe better out here, but when I get back in the house, I'm totally stopped up. I'm taking guaifenesin, I think, just to dry up, and then some cough syrup that I had. The cough syrup makes me itch. Just eating Hall's cough drops. Really, there's not a whole lot you can take. I'm taking my ivermectin again, though. But anyway, the bolts of lightning came out of nowhere, like to scare the bejeebies out of both of us. It got our internet. Of course, all the TVs went off. We thought it burned up the TVs. It burned up my stovetop. It's gas, but 2 weeks. So maybe it does. That's what she just said. That's what she just said, that hers was from the 1st to the. Can you be a little quieter? I'm on the live stream. She said hers was the 1st to the 23rd, so it may be 2 weeks of it. Ugh. Um, it got my internet. It got my range top because it's gas, but it's plugged up electric. It got my garage door opener, burn it up, and something else. Well, I just came out here and turned the lights on. They won't come on, so it's got them. We're finding more and more stuff. And John said he went downstairs and he heard this noise, and his exercise bike was on, and the little motor was running on it. So we took a major surge. He's got surge protectors on a lot of things. He had surge protector on my piano. Thank God. And so I called our next door neighbor. It was pouring down rain, and I said, "Will you please go out on your porch and look and see if our house is on fire?" Because I thought we took a direct hit. So I had made a video Saturday, just, several different days. Sorry, my nose is itching so bad. Okay, it's been tough in certain places in Australia. I did get my sleep study done Thursday night. I sure did. And I'm going to see an actual neurologist for the results. So the guy, it was an Assembly of God preacher. I think I tell y'all about this in the video. Me and him talked about the Lord off and on until finally, I had to just be quiet. It took me forever to go to sleep. I'm itching, y'all, because I've been taking cough syrup and I just can't take stuff like that. Um, but he just told me, he said, you every time you would get into deep sleep, you'd start kicking your legs. And he said you'd come right out of deep sleep. And he thinks that's why I'm sleeping during the day. So I'm hoping that probably I can get on restless leg medicine and maybe with the new CPAP start sleeping more and not be so sleepy during the day at times. I look awful. My eyes, you can tell by my eyes that I don't feel good. So, but I can't upload anything. So I wanted to get on here and live stream. What is today? Tuesday. So yesterday I was supposed to have had the boys and I was taking them to see the new Minion movie because school starts next week. That didn't happen. John is going to Reed's Awards swim banquet. Didn't get to go to that. Supposed to go to the dermatologist tomorrow. Can't do that. So, but yeah, it may be more of 2 weeks before I really get over this. I don't know. I was hoping. My girlfriend is vax and boosted, and she had it worse than I did. She was really, really sick. Lost her taste. It came back. This was all last week. But she went on to Florida with her family because they had reservations. She said she's tired, but she's taking it real easy. And she told me she had lost her taste again down there in Florida. And I said, well, that is a waste of money, Janice, if you're down there eating fresh seafood and you can't taste. Yeah, we make plans and God laughs. You're exactly right. But if I could watch some movies, oh my gosh, I've watched Snapped and Murder by Morning. I don't, I've just watched too many women get killed. So I got a new book. I brought it out here. Somebody, a Christian girl that I had seen on YouTube was saying this is good. The Perfect Guest. I don't read hardly any secular books, but I ordered this one. And so every time I try to start reading, I go to sleep. So is anybody else got the big, y'all, I put on just our local little prayer group. I said, pray for me. I've got the big C. And I forgot that people say that about cancer. And somebody texted me and said, have you got cancer? And I said, oh, Lord, no, let me change that. Oh, thank you, Jillian. Oh, you had rebound. Well, girl, I don't have any energy with the chronic fatigue. So if it takes mine, I'm going to be like a dadgum floor mat. The author of the book is Emma Rouse, Rous. Do you know anything about her? And what about this new author that I'm seeing everybody read? Colleen somebody. Do you know anything about those books? I got a hair. It's driving me crazy. Colleen somebody. I've been seeing a lot of people. I'm real particular about what I read. I don't like to read raunchy stuff. But then I do get tired of reading inspirational books all the time. Every now and then I just need a little bit of fiction in my life. Y'all are quiet. So what are y'all reading that's good? Is anybody reading? I watched YouTube videos caught up last night on my iPad, and I just don't like watching them on my iPad. So, y'all are quiet. I'm trying to see, there's 32 of you on here. Secular, it's hard to find a good thing if you're passing that title not long. Okay, yeah, look it up. She was a Christian, and she said it was good. It's a suspense book. I do. I feel rotten. But I have to say, I feel better this afternoon than I have felt since Saturday night. This is Tuesday night, yeah. Sunday. Yesterday was really bad. I guess because my TV's bigger and I can just change it with my TiVo and just go from channel to channel, and I don't have to sit there, Christian, I don't have to sit there and hold it like I do my iPad. That's the only reason. It's bigger, just easier to watch. Um, I've just gotten used to it. Jeanette Oakes. Oh, yes. I've read Jeanette Oak books. And whoever asked me about the books, Jeanette Oak books are good. If you have never read, help me remember now. Oh, it was right on the tip of my tongue. Who is the woman that wrote the whole series on the Baxter family? Who is Karen Kingsbury? If y'all have never read Karen Kingsbury books, oh my gosh, they are wonderful. The Baxter series is old. It's like 10, 12 books. But I'm telling you, my mother read them years ago and she said, I just felt the Lord. Yeah, because she writes secular, but it's based around a Christian family and real problems that they go through. The Jeanette Oakes books are good. Now, Christian books, I just read a whole plethora of Christian books. Whatever I see, like Fervent, and I've shown y'all several. I just almost through with the Beta Satan, and I have been offended more since I read the Beta Satan. It's all about being offended, and I've had one trial after another. Just ask Clarissa. She's probably cooking supper. She just said, Suzanne, you've had one thing after another. The devil is just attacking you. Hence, it's been, the last couple of months has been hard. Hard. And I'm not really in the place that I want to be, like over all of it. I'm having to really work hard on not being bitter. Because sometimes you can get better, but then you still get bitter. And I don't want to be bitter. I do not want to be bitter. I don't I don't have room. Yeah, the Beta Satan. But I guarantee you're going to get offended if you read that book, because the enemy is going to come against everything that you've read. So I'd be shocked if you didn't. But it's a very good book, and I think every member of a church needs to read it, because it's John Bevere, and he goes on to say that pretty much 90% of the problems of the church is from people being offended. And I can believe that. I can believe that. I'm not going to say any more, but I can believe that. I do not read Joel Osteen books. I do not read Beth Moore books anymore. I used to love Beth Moore books, but I do not read her books anymore. Well, Susie, it's a good book. It's tough. And when you read it, this is crazy. You'll start thinking about people in your church that you can identify certain actions with. No, I don't read Beth Moore. This may offend some of y'all, but this is what the Lord had me to do with my Beth Moore books. You want to know? I hope it don't offend y'all if you're still Beth Moore fans. I didn't put them in the Hannah Homer. I put them in the garbage. She is just really out there. And if you still like her, that's fine. That's what this channel's all about. Different opinions, different things. But I've just seen things on Twitter that's just so far out there. She's so smart, so intelligent, knows the Bible. And like I said, Joel Osteen, wouldn't walk across the street to hear him. He will not preach against sin. And I've made some pretty difficult videos on here before talking about sin. And nobody likes to talk about sin, but sin is real, and sin's going to send people to hell. People ask me sometimes, why does God send people to hell? Yeah, Mr. Sugarcoat. Why does God send people to hell? And I said, he doesn't. He didn't even design it. Joyce Meyer, conflicting. Hey, Claudia, it's so good to hear from you. Joyce Meyer, I have mixed feelings about. I haven't read any of her stuff lately. Yeah, I did too. We used to do all of her Bible studies. But I just I guess as you get older, sometimes there's just times God tells you to get something out of your house. He has me, and I didn't feel like I needed, and maybe that was wrong. Maybe somebody needed it, but I donated plenty of other books. Joyce Meyer, The Battlefield of the Mind is a great book. I think Joyce Meyer has done a lot of questionable stuff. See, I think, Lord, I didn't know I was going to talk about this, but I think sometimes what happens is I think that people start out with the purest of motives and that God really uses them. And then I think that they get really big and that they consume a lot of the world. Yes, I do have the C again. You remember last time, Claudia. Hey, Lulu. But I think sometimes, I'm going to try another pillow, see if this helps more. I think sometimes that they really get in the world of the world. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing, Jane, that things have changed with her. And I really haven't studied it enough or, looked into it enough. I don't listen to her anymore. I'm not saying I wouldn't if I came across her on TV, but I will say, yeah, it is. It's the ultimate. But I do like to read books that make me think and give me their insight into things. But there's times when I don't agree with it because I do know the Word of God. I do know it. I use the YouVersion, the Bible app, where it has tons and tons and tons of devotionals on there. And some mornings it'll be like a 7-day devotional. I let it read it out loud to me while I follow along. And sometimes I do all 7 days in one sitting. So I like that. Oh, thank you. John was sick first. This is really his first day out. He went to Reed's swim awards program. He's going to wear a mask, but he started like Wednesday night. He has not ran any fever with his. He might have had a low-grade fever the first night, but the last 2 evenings, I have ran a fever. I'm just hot out here right now because it's hot. But, want to sue who? Claudia, who are you wanting me to sue? Who are you wanting me to sue? Claudia's a hoot, y'all. Oh man, I'm curious to who she thinks I should sue. Anyway, but yeah. Um, oh no, I like Max Lucado. Oh, sue John for getting me sick. I gotta live with him, Claudia. Our money's together, so I'd be suing my own self. No, I like Max Lucado. I do like Max Lucado. I met Max Lucado. I went to his church when I was in San Antonio for a conference. Kenneth Hagin is there and Max Lucado. So we go to his church, and it's like this beautiful, beautiful Spanish-style building out. And so we walked up, and then had the early service. And there were people leaving, and then we were going in. It was me and a few coworkers, and John was with me on that trip. So we walk up, and there was a greeter standing there shaking hands. And I don't know if he's still affiliated with the Church of Christ or not. He may be. I had heard at one time that he was not, but it doesn't matter to me. He's a wonderful writer. I think there's people from all denominations that acknowledge God that's going to heaven. But anyway, and so when we walked up, this greeter said, "So nice," and I told him, he said, "Well, where are you from?" And I said, "Alabama." And he said, "Well, I knew you weren't from here." And I said, "Well, my pastor," I said, we can buy Max Lucado books in here?" And he said, "Yes." And he said, "I don't know why you'd want one." And I thought, oh my gosh, what a greeter. If Max Lucado knew this, he would fire him. And so I said, "Well, he is my pastor's favorite author." And that was Pastor Sargent at that time. He said, "He's not that great. He's not that great." Um, yeah, me too, Jenny. Me too. Money does seem to change them. But anyway, he said he's not that great. He's just a regular man. And I said, well, now I'm going to tell you something. I don't know him personally, but I know he's a man of God to write the kind of books he writes. And he said, oh, you're getting defensive here, aren't you? And I said, well, yeah. And I said, have you had a greeter's course? A course in greeting? He started dying laughing, and he took his hand out and he said, hello, I'm Max Lucado. I was so tickled. I got my picture made with him, and he signed me a book, and he signed Pastor Sargent. But he was actually out there greeting, telling people goodbye, and greeting people coming into the second service. I thought that was quite humbling and admirable for a man of his status. But he said, he's not that great. I was like, whoa. And I finally said, did they give y'all courses in being a greeter? And he just started dying. Like, I didn't know what he looked like. I'd never seen him. I did not think he was a strawberry blonde looking guy, but it was him. And none of us had a clue. He said, you were fixing to tell on me. You was getting on to me, wasn't you? You know me in this mouth. Oh, me. It's hard to talk. Oh, me. So Mark's not doing any better. Hey, my sweet enchanted April. I tried to watch that movie the other day, Lynn, and I couldn't get it anywhere. COVID, darling. Tested positive Sunday morning. Hey, Sharon from Nova Scotia. How are you doing? Oh, you fell out of bed. I guess you are sore. Did you get kicked out of bed or did you fall out of bed? Yeah, Leanne, I started to call you today, but it's just been so hard to talk. My head has opened up a little bit. John started being sick Thursday. Just a sinus infection, Suzanne. Just a sinus infection. Saturday, I was with Mother 2 hours. Went back that evening, gave her medicine, and left home. And I thought, my throat feels like it's closing up. By the time I got home, I was coughing. When I get sick, that's how fast it hits me. And I made him go get tests. Yes, I know. Now, Claudia, your mattress came off the bed. Now, this is one heck of a story. I'm afraid to even ask. Yeah, so I made him go to Walgreens and get a test, and as soon as I put the thing in there, the 2 lines came up. So I'm just taking something to try to dry my head up. I don't know. Now, why are you worried? I'm going to be fine. Don't be worried. I'm going to be fine. It's nothing like what I had in March of 2020. I know I sound bad, and I have felt bad, but it's been like a medium level of flu. Not even the worst flu. Nothing. Claudia. No wonder the mattress came off the bed just kicking. Claudia, I'm just getting all kind of images in my head. But no, Leanne, I'm going to be fine. It's probably, from what everybody is saying on here, it lingers like up to 2 weeks. I was hoping about a week. And it might, I'm just miserable because I can't breathe. I mean, I can't breathe up here. It's not in my lungs. Claudia, don't beg to die, sweetie. Joy comes in the morning. So, 49 of y'all on here. Now, where is everybody else from? Give me a state. Give me a state count off on here. I know we got Hannah from Alabama. Leanne's from California. Sharon's from Nova Scotia. No, you went to Mitzi's Domain. Did you tell them that you were my friend? Georgia, California. Oh, I don't need to sleep sitting up. I've been sleeping. I sleep with a CPAP. Indiana. I sleep with a CPAP. So I have slept good the last 2 nights because I think the air is keeping me more open at night. Maryland. I want to go to Maryland. I've never been. Mississippi, Texas. Y'all, my heart is breaking for Eastern Kentucky. Absolutely breaking for Eastern Kentucky. Have y'all watched the YouTube videos of the flooding? I feel like I need to do something, and I felt like if I was well that I'd try to, it's not going to get my lungs. I mean, if it does, I'll go to the doctor. It was in my lungs when I had it, but this is not, people with the vaccine are getting it just as bad as this. We're going to live with this probably from now on. If y'all have not watched the flooding in Eastern Kentucky, you need to go watch some on YouTube to make you understand that how good we got it right now. 6 children that we know is dead. The death toll is up to 35. Texas, of people that were absolutely washed away. I wished I had thousands of dollars to send to them. I know the Southern Baptist has got some kind of fund. And, while watering my garden from upstate New York, Rose is in her garden. That's a good name for a gardener. Hey, Rose. I don't see your name very often. Rose, I want to go to upstate New York. Hey, South Carolina and prayers in Texas again. Rose, I want to come. Tell me the best place to go in upstate New York because the videos that I see of it are absolutely gorgeous. More like Alabama. We love New York City. I don't know if we'll go back. I've been 3 times, but I love Broadway plays. Oh my gosh, I love them. They were busy. Oh, Haley would have gotten a kick out of that. Did you buy stuff from Mitzi's? Did you love it? The Finger Lakes are beautiful. I've not heard of that. John has always talked about the Adirondacks. I think that's upstate New York, isn't it? He's wanted to go there. What we wanted to do one fall is to fly to Niagara Falls or somewhere in that vicinity. Hey, Georgia. And drive the East Coast back down in the fall. Finger Lakes. Upstate New York, y'all, is beautiful. Beautiful. I want to go into that area. You've been to Niagara Falls. I'd love to see that one time in my life. And I've seen the Grand Canyon flying over it when I flew to Las Vegas, but we've not been there, so that's definitely on our bucket list. It's just hard for me to go off like a couple of weeks with Mother. Adirondacks are gorgeous too, yes. I want to go there. But I want to see Niagara. I think that's like one thing once in a lifetime thing that you want to see. Well, so far, Mama's good. I was with her Saturday, and I know I was contagious Saturday and didn't know it. So I'm just praying she don't get it. If she does, I'll get her to the doctor immediately. But I'm just praying that she doesn't get it. So, but I'm so excited that you went to Mitzi's on Main. See you, Patty. You stand there for about 30 seconds, and then that's it. Well, yeah, probably. Now, the Grand Canyon definitely takes a lot longer, and it takes a lot longer to see that and everything. But when I flew over it, thank you, Rose, and thank you for the prayers. Thank you so much. When we flew over the Grand Canyon, it was amazing. It was early evening and the sun was setting, and oh my goodness, our pilot told us, look out if you want to see one of the most magnificent sights in the world. Below you is the Grand Canyon with the sunset. It was awesome. So John and I definitely want to go. But John's brother is fixing to leave. Oh, I'd love to go to England and Scotland. Oh my gosh, how I'd love to go both, especially Scotland. And so, thank you, Amisha. Hey, Ash. It's good to see you. Um, yeah, I watch him, Ryan Hall, y'all. I just found that. Hey, Gordana in Romania. How are you doing, sweetie? Listen, I will take the prayers from all of y'all, all of you. South Carolina, I love South Carolina too. Yes, we will take those prayers. I know I'm laid back and I sound awful, but I really feel better this afternoon than yesterday. I was horrible. I couldn't even have done this yesterday. So, but I'm going to be okay. And I told John I may go to the doctor tomorrow and get a steroid shot to open all this up because I'm so congested. Oh, you're so sweet. It was your second time? Girl, I get in trouble when I go to Mitzi's on Main. I get in trouble. No, the boys have not gotten it. I was not directly with them. Their other grandmothers got it too. John came down Thursday. She came down Friday. I came down Saturday night, Sunday, and then Michael's daddy came down today with it. But we have not been in direct contact with the boys since. I haven't seen them in over a week. And they start school next week. You know, the two older ones had it last year at the beginning of school, and they did great. I think, y'all, we're going to deal with this from now on. I think this demonic sickness, this demonic germ, this demonic virus has been let loose. But God says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. You know, He says that He's there for us. And when it's my appointed time to go, it's my appointed time. I don't want to rush it, not 1 minute. I want to be here every day that I can to pour into my boys. That is one of my greatest missions in life right now, is to pour into them. Yes, but that's okay. Um, so, well, Claudia will be praying for y'all, for you. Y'all be praying for Claudia. She has a lot on her, so y'all be praying for her also. But since my boys are here, Reed will be in the 6th grade in middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th. It's going to be a whole different world. But I am praying for God to go before him, to make the crooked places straight, to go before him, prepare the way, help him to make good decisions, to strengthen him. This is the kind of stuff we need to confess even over our grown children and grandchildren. As mothers and grandmothers, oh my gosh. England and Ireland for your 50th wedding anniversary. Jealous. Well, you know what? Yes, thank you. Um, you know what? John and I's 25th anniversary next year. That's what we need to do. Yeah, they're starting back next Tuesday, but they started back this early last year. When did we start back to school? If any of y'all are close to my age. Oh, okay, the Bernstein Bears devotional. Okay, that's great. Um, we started back the day after Labor Day. And it wasn't broke, so I fix it. We started back the day after Labor Day. Ours starts back next week, the 9th. I think that's Tuesday. So, y'all, my boys got on my nerves last week. I had them Wednesday, and I might have already been feeling bad. I don't know. But they were rowdy. They rarely get on my nerves. And, but they were argumentative. And, I know. September on the East Coast, but y'all don't graduate until real late. I have friends in New York, and their kids didn't even graduate till sometime in June. Our kids graduate about the 3rd week of May. Sometimes the 4th week, but a lot of times the 3rd week of May. But anyway, I hollered at them. I hollered at them really bad and told them if they didn't quit fussing and fighting, I wasn't going to do anything else for them. And so then I apologized later because I mean, I screamed at them. But I'd had them all day. I'd had a headache. I probably wasn't feeling good. And so Riggs was sitting there and he said, "Hey, Gangan." Uh huh. True, Ronette. True. I can I can vouch for that. It's because you're not in control of them. She said that her daughters are in college, and the older they get, the more she worries, and it's because you're out of control. You're not in control of them. Yes. Oh, yes. Leanne broke her arm and shoulder at the train station. She has been a trooper. Okay, Leanne, you can watch Simply Lake and Lace. You know, a way girl. Simply Lake and Lace is from Clanton, Alabama. Um, you might like Traditions of the Seasons. It's a lot of decorating. I don't know if you'd like her. Well, do you realize how many times I have fallen? Remember my Donald Trump lip I had when I fell and I cracked my teeth across here. Oh, oh, I know. That's what I want. So, Ronette, what I was going to tell you is you just pray the scriptures over them while they're in college. I told Ashley I was so glad they didn't have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, no social media when she was at Auburn because ignorance was bliss on some things. She was a good girl. I have got to get my scriptures back out and um, start praying the scriptures over my boys more too, since they're starting back. And Riggsy, y'all, is so little, and he's going to be in kindergarten. Y'all, he still weighs 37 pounds. He's gotten taller, but I don't think he's gained any, unless he's gained any in the last little while. He's so tiny. His little arms are like that. I was looking at them, they're like that big. That's no joke. They're like that big around. But they said Michael was like that. And Michael's pretty hefty now. Hey, Ronette, this is what I told Ashley when she went to Auburn. You can come back home from college with good memories or haunting memories. It is totally up to you. I cannot determine your memories for you. They do. They do pay close attention to our actions. Yes, and our words. Yes, they do. But I told her, I said, you can come back with great memories or you can come back with haunting memories. Not just bad, but haunting memories. And it's up to you because I can't make your memories for you. She said she never forgot that. Not that she was a perfect angel, but it made her think. So did I finish telling you that? No, I don't think I finished telling you that I had to apologize to the boys, but they were acting rowdy. And I apologized to them and I said, I'm sorry that I hollered at you so bad. And uh, yeah, your channel is Enchanted April, isn't it? And that's your channel name? Y'all need to go watch Leanne. She's a hoot. As I tell her, since she's in California and I'm in Alabama, you ain't right. You ain't right. Enchanted April. Y'all have to go check her. She had a fantastic channel. She's only deleted it about 10 times. Hey, Mary. Got the COVID, Mary, but I'm pulling out of it. But I can't upload any videos because my internet's out because we got a lightning strike. Yeah, you got issues. You do. Enchanted April. Check her out. 4 children, 9 grandchildren. Oh my gosh. We were married the day President Kennedy was killed. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to make you feel old because I'm old. I was in the second grade when Kennedy got killed. And I'll never forget our teacher, because you don't forget where you were the day President Kennedy got killed. I remember what I was doing the night that I found out that Lady Diana had gotten killed, and I remember Kennedy. I remember Reagan getting shot, but I don't remember what I was doing. But Kennedy, I was in the second grade, and I remember my teacher coming in and telling us that the president had been killed, and all of us just cried. Such simpler times back then. So let me finish telling this before I say anything else. Yes. Um, so when we got back home, Riggs looked at me and he said, Gangan, I know what we need. We need prayer closet. Now, he knew I was upset. And we were getting home in the car, and I wasn't going to stay because I'd been there 13 hours that day. I was exhausted. And he said, Gangan, I know what we need. We need prayer closet. Now, what about that? COVID, Mary. I have COVID again. Tested positive Sunday morning, had absolutely no symptoms until Saturday night. My throat just started closing up. And as soon as I put that little thing in the tester, the 2 lines came up immediately. John had been sick since Thursday, saying it was, quote, a sinus infection. I don't need to be tested. So he's now, but Michael's parents have got it, and we both got it. So it's just everywhere, y'all. Everywhere. But I do try, I'm going to stay away. I was with Mother Saturday and tested positive Sunday morning. So y'all pray for Mama Love. Pray for the demonic COVID virus to stay away from her. Yes, they are precious babies. They are my heartbeat. They are my heartbeat. Let's see, 57 of y'all on here. So we had Indiana, South Carolina, North Carolina usually shows out. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Oh, I bet it was a sad wedding. That's awful to have that happen on your wedding day. Oh, Kentucky is so sad. Is there anybody on here from Kentucky right now? Oh, I've just been watching the videos and just saying, dear Jesus. Y'all, there was a double wide mobile home swept down that river, and there was a single wide mobile home swept down off of a mountaintop. You could see the whole place that it came down. Heartbreaking. That's what I said. If we think we got problems right now, let's put the shoes on of the people in Eastern Kentucky. I wished I was able for us to do a fundraiser from just from all of y'all. I mean, $5. If we did $5 from everybody, I've got 11,000 subscribers, but I only have about 1,000 that watches. I think a lot of people subscribe for my Christmas home videos. I get huge numbers on it. That's okay. Hey, Nick from Berkeley County, West Virginia. You know what I'm going to say. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home down country roads. I sure can't sing right now. Love that song. Love that song. Barbara Parker is one of my friends in the channel. She lives in West Virginia. Well, I've just about maxed out on my throat. Some of y'all have already, I thought I heard somebody. I know, John Denver. You're from West Virginia too, Sandra? And I know there's parts of West Virginia that's beautiful. You know, we went up into Virginia 2 years ago, and we actually had dinner with Barbara Parker from West Virginia. So if we go back to, because she's close, she's not too far over the line, but we love Virginia. Love it. The largest antique mall that was a meal. We went to it, and oh my goodness, it was wonderful. Wonderful. Well, I'm going to get off of here, and so let me tell you, so the lightning hit, must have been in the air or coming to the ground here Saturday. We thought the house had exploded. Scared the bejeebies out of me. I called the next door neighbor to make sure the house was not on fire. It got my garage doors. It got my stovetop, which I don't cook anyway. It got, yeah, it's warm. But I got a ceiling fan up over me, so that's making it okay. It's not horrible, though. I can breathe better out here than I can in the house. So it got my garage door openers. It got my stovetop. It got my internet. It got my thermostat. on my air conditioner. So the only way the air conditioner will run is on. So right now I'm having to pull the thermostat off for it to go off. And then I'm having to put it back on for the air to run. But this house holds heat and cools so good that we're able to get the house cool at night, turn the ceiling fan on over us, and very comfortable through the night. Thank goodness. I love y'all. Please keep praying for a speedy recovery. Take South Carolina. I love South Carolina. North Carolina is so beautiful. I want to go back to Charleston. I haven't been there. And I haven't been to the Outer Banks in North Carolina. Samaritan's Purse, yes, by Mary. Y'all go check out Enchanted April. She ain't right. She ain't right. Not at all. She has done tremendous. Let me tell you this. She's had to deal with fear in her life. And the first day that she gave up control of driving to work and took the train, she texted me from the train and said, "This is so pleasant riding home on the train." And she was running up the steps and tripped and fell and broke her arm and her shoulder. Now, she has handled this like a trooper. I have been so proud of her. She has handled this amazing. She's had the best attitude. God has been with her. He has strengthened her. And I'm just so proud of her. I'm so proud of you, Leanne. There's been times I've wanted to choke you. And you know it. Me preaching to her. But when she was looking something fearful right in the eye, God stepped in and said, "I'm here. Let me handle this for you." Woo! I am fixing to shout. You hear me? The Church of God's fixing to come out in me. He said, "I got this, Leanne. I got this, baby. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you." And that's the way he does us. He sweeps in sometimes. He doesn't even come in. He sweeps in. He sweeps in like a mighty dove, like the Holy Spirit sweeps in and takes care of us at the times we need it the most. Praise you, Jesus. Hallelujah. This too shall pass. Amen. I love y'all. Mwah. Keep praying. I'm going to go blow my nose. I love y'all. Bye. As soon as I can figure out how to turn it off.